I took a girl on a first date. She ordered $400 of food and ignored me the entire night. The flash of her phone camera blinded me for the 10th time that night, leaving purple spots dancing in my vision like dying stars. Across the table, behind a fortress of crushed ice and shellfish that smelled of brine and money, Vanessa wasn't looking at me. She wasn't looking at the ocean view we were paying a premium for. She was staring intently at her screen, her thumbs flying across the glass with a dexterity that was honestly terrifying. I sat there, gripping my glass of iced tea, feeling the condensation pool in my palm and drip onto the white linen tablecloth. I was wearing my best button-down shirt, the one I usually save for interviews or funerals, and I felt like an absolute idiot. "Can you move your arm?" she snapped, not looking up. "Your shadow is casting across the oysters. It's ruining the aesthetic." I pulled my arm back as if the table were hot. "Sorry," I muttered. "Whatever," she sighed, finally lowering the phone but keeping it unlocked, the screen glowing against her perfectly highlighted cheekbones. "I think I got the shot, but don't touch anything yet. I need to do a boomerang of the steam coming off the lobster." I looked at the table. It was grotesque. It was a display of gluttony that would have made a Roman emperor blush. There was the Grand Tower, a three-tiered metal structure overflowing with king crab legs, oysters, clams, and prawns. There was the Wagyu beef carpaccio with truffle oil. There was the caviar sampler. And sitting in a silver bucket next to her was a bottle of Veuve Clicquot that she had ordered before I even sat down. I looked at my side of the table. I had a house salad and an iced tea. "Vanessa," I tried to start a conversation, my voice sounding thin in the cavernous, noisy dining room of the Gilded Net. "You mentioned on Tinder that you work in marketing. That sounds interesting." She didn't answer. She was busy tilting her head, pursing her lips, and winking at the front-facing camera. "Vanessa, hold on." She held up a manicured hand, palm out, silencing me. "I'm posting to my story. I need the caption to be fire. Saturday night vibes with the bestie." "No, that sounds lame. Treating myself because I deserve it." "Yes, perfect." She hit post. Then she set the phone down, face up, so she could watch the notifications roll in. "What did you say?" she asked, finally picking up a fork and poking at a piece of crab like she was dissecting a biology specimen. "I asked about your job," I said, my patience fraying like an old rope. "Oh, yeah, marketing. It's whatever." She shrugged, popping a tiny piece of crab into her mouth and chewing slowly. "I'm mostly an influencer. Well, aspiring. I have 5,000 followers on TikTok. That's why we had to come here. This place is trending. The lighting is elite." "Right," I said. "The lighting." I looked at the menu again. The Grand Tower alone was $180. The champagne was $120. The caviar was $90. So, I cleared my throat. "You seem really hungry. That's a lot of food for one person." "I have a fast metabolism," she said, her eyes drifting back to her phone as it buzzed with a like. "And besides, I love seafood. I can eat all of this. Don't worry about it." She took a sip of champagne, leaving a perfect rim of red lipstick on the crystal. Then she picked up her phone again. She started typing. She started smiling at the screen, a genuine, warm smile that she hadn't shown me once since I walked in. "Who are you talking to?" I asked, trying to keep the edge out of my voice. "Just my friends," she mumbled. "They're asking where I am. They're so jealous." I told them I'm at the Gilded Net and they're dying. "Did you tell them you're on a date?" She paused. Her thumb stopped moving. She looked up at me, and for a second, there was something sharp in her eyes. "Calculation." I told them I'm out, she said vaguely. "Why does it matter? Are you insecure?" "I'm not insecure," I said, leaning forward. "I'm just present. And you're not. We've been here for 45 minutes and you haven't asked me a single question. You haven't looked at me for more than 3 seconds. God, you're intense," she huffed, rolling her eyes. "Relax. We're having a good time. Look at this food. Isn't it amazing?" She gestured to the mountain of shellfish. "It looks expensive," I said. "Quality costs money," she retorted. "If you couldn't afford it, you shouldn't have asked me out." "You asked me out," I reminded her. "You messaged me. You suggested this place. You sent me the reservation link." "So?" she challenged. "That's how it works. The guy pays. It's chivalry. Don't be cheap. It's a turn-off. What I'm about to do isn't just about saving money. It's about reclaiming a shred of dignity in a situation designed to strip me of it. Vanessa thinks I'm trapped by social convention, by the fear of making a scene, by the desperate male need to not look broke. But she miscalculated. Soon she will live the most humiliating moment of her life, and I'm going to enjoy every single second of it. Watch full version here.